Hello everyone, this is Ming Jong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 E-minis futures for the session of 21st of September. So in this video, I am going to share with you the market recap for the last session and also possible trades happened last Friday. And together, I'm also going to focus on the current market condition because I think we are in a very interesting time at the moment, and it's the inflection time. So I think it's very important. So I would just want to spend more time to cover the current market condition. And going forward, definitely I will share with you the current market outlook together with my trading plan and also some of the key levels that I am watching. Alright, so let's just get started. Alright, so we can see that last Friday was bearish day, but just take a look at the price action here. So we have a demand tail showed up, and that comes with a relatively high volume here. So these two bars here are very interesting, and just would like to pay attention. And also comparing to the previous downswing here as well, but I will do it in the later part of the video when we talk about the current market condition. But first of all, just let me zoom in the hourly time frame, and I will talk more on the market recap and what's happening during the last session on Friday. Okay, so we can see that this is the last session on Friday. So prior to the US opening at about 9:30 p.m. my time zone, so which is this bar here, so we have a very weak rally up here. So that's the previous session here, and that's the non-RTH, and we can see that this rally is relatively weak and kind of tested the previous day high as annotated in this orange level at around 33.60 or 65. So it didn't really touch it, and also just tested and immediately just fell. So you can see that we are sort of in a kind of upsloping trading range during the Globex period here, and subsequently we have this sign of weakness, backup action, and then followed by a sharp sell-off. So let me just zoom into the hourly time frame, and sorry, the 3 minutes time frame, and let's take a look what sort of trade that we can take. So last Friday I wasn't trading, so definitely nothing for me, but I did review it during the weekend, and I thought we probably have quite a number of trades and relatively good setup, but I could end up become just straight up flat or just break even. So if I were to take the trades, so let me just walk you through right away. So before I just talk about the entry, let me give you a bit of the context by zooming out this much here. Okay, so that's the previous day here. You can see it in the volume as well. Subsequently, we have this kind of the reaction, and then followed by the trading range here. So this is an upsloping trading range, and eventually we kind of tested the previous day high, so as annotated in this orange level here. Or if we want, just pretty much we can still zoom out a bit, and you can see the previous candle here as well. So you can see that that's the previous day high with a rising wedge up. So definitely some of the supply come in around the area near the top of the wedge here. So that could be the supply zone. And you can see that it just barely tested this area, temporary commit above, and then eventually just fell. And when it fell, it comes with an impulsive wave down. So let me just zoom in and show you what's going on here. So you can see that this rally up within this slightly upsloping trading range didn't really bring us to overcome the immediate resistance level. So this is definitely not a bullish sign, and followed by this relatively sharp sell-off during the US opening. So one of the possible trades that I can just analyze here would be just purely based on, first of all, this upsloping structure, and followed by the sign of weakness breaking down of the upsloping trading range. So that's the immediate support level here, and there's the resistance. So right after the upthrust, and we have the sell off. So this downswing here just represent as a sign of weakness, and that comes with relatively high volume level around 20k, so that's relatively high. And subsequently we have the immediate backup action that tested the the support turn resistance level. So I think around the area here definitely we have short opportunities. So let me just zoom in a bit more and we talk about the entry here. So the entry could be a bit tricky because it just could get stopped out depending on where you actually enter the trade. So that's actually the backup action. So if I were to enter a trade, I could possibly enter just right at the close of this bearish candle, because to me it just looks like a reversal bar, and I think there's nothing wrong. And in terms of testing, it just kind of tested the immediate supply zone, which is this bearish bar here, and just temporary come in above, followed by this reversal bar. But you can see that there wasn't any kind of the downside follow through. In fact, it's still able to just push two more bars above. So we have these two bullish bar. So depending where you put your stop, you could get, if you just put it very tight and close to the immediate swing high level, you could just get stopped out at this bullish bar. But never mind, even you get stopped out, I think there's the second chance here. So that is the other reversal bar happen right at the location, somewhere around 33.45, right at the close of the candle. That could be present as another short entry. And in terms of the structure position, I think that's very nice. We have a sign of weakness followed by a backup action, and then we have the reversal bar. And if you think that the price action is a bit messy, maybe you would like to take this kind of the breakout bar right at the close of this breakout bar here, because it's just kind of break out from this localized trading range here. But anyway, I will probably just take either this or these two entries. And subsequent great short entry would be right after the breakout of the prior swing low here. So we have a sign of weakness backing up, followed by this breakdown. So I think this is definitely something that I am willing to trade based on the breakout strategy, and I think it's a relatively low risk entry. And you can see that right after the close of the candle, subsequently we just have a very long consolidation period. So I think it's close to 1 or 2 hours. So that's definitely not good for me. So if I were to enter a trade based on the breakout trade here, right after the close of this bearish bar, most likely I would just close a trade if it just hang around there for that long. So that's somewhere around 11:45. Sorry, that I think should be around 10:45. So that should be around 11:45 here. So definitely that's close to an hour here. So most likely I would just close out the trade, because it just didn't really go anywhere to the direction that I intend. So if I were to take the trade here, most likely will end up become a minor loss somewhere around here, or simply a break-even trade. But for this kind of the reversal trade will become well, not bad. I think could be around reward to risk ratio of 2. So So that's the possible trades that I will trade, and I think that's quite a valid trade as well, because depending how you manage your trade, I think some of you could just catch this kind of the nice move down here. All right, so that's the trade review section. Let me just quickly go back to the hourly time frame and let's talk more on the current market condition. So right now, I think is very crucial. This week is very crucial, as I mentioned it in my weekly outlook, the week 38 outlook section. So if you haven't seen it, maybe you can just go back to take a look. And I do talk about possible rally up, because I do see something that's worth to take a look here. So if I zoom in this daily chart, you can just see that this two candle on a Thursday and also on a Friday, and we comes with relatively high supply level. So in this case, I would just like to compare with these two candle here. So just take a look at this two candle, the bearish candle, and then we compare it to the candles on last Thursday and Friday. I do think that there are similarities and probably can be a good analog for comparison purpose. First of all, the supply level has been increasing on the Thursday and also on Friday. If we compare the downswing here compared to the Thursday and Friday swing. Second, I would like to just check on the results. So you can see that despite on Friday we did have a lower low, but it's just forming a demand tail here and kind of show the demand is there, and also on Thursday as well. So definitely there are quite a lot of the demands there. So in order to confirm the demand, what we need to see in this week is very important, especially I think we have just experienced that. Let me just zoom into the hourly time frame, and I think that could be the rally that I anticipated. So during the Asian session, so you can see that this few bars here is actually very weak rally. In fact, it just can't stay above of the supply bar here. So definitely, if it just couldn't commit above the resistance level at around 33.30, so it is definitely a bearish sign, and right at this reversal bar. Other than that, this breakout bar from the localized trading area here, trading range here, could become a short entry as well. But I didn't really in any sort of the position at the moment. But my view at this moment, I think should be relatively bearish, because despite the Thursday and Friday's demand tail and also the price action, I suspect there are some demand right here and also some demand come in right here as well. But we definitely need to see the confirmation, which is the coming action. So if it just can't stay above the 33.30, so which is to commit above this supply bar here, definitely all those demand has been absorbed by the overwhelming supply. And even though you can, even under a relatively bullish scenario, you can just overcome the 33.30 and going up. So the immediate resistance level is still present at around 33.60. So definitely we would like to see a commitment above in order to avoid the bearish scenario. So otherwise, S&P 500 is very likely to break 3300, so which is this level, and also definitely the previous swing low created near around 3280. So definitely I think it will break easily. So I think what we need to see at the moment is some kind of the maybe inability to rally up and then followed by a failure. So the immediate support level, that will be somewhere around 32.30. That was the previous trading range as annotated in this orange line here, 32.30 here. So that will be the immediate support level, but what I'm suspecting could be somewhere around there, about 31.50 to around 32.30. So this area here could provide some support level. So that should be the next target for the S&P 500 as well. So in terms of the immediate trading plan for the session later, I'm looking to short the market. So far I think we have kind of missed out the first entry. So definitely the inability to rally up and then kind of tested this supply zone here already provided the first clue to the downside right after the reversal bar, and then followed by this breakout bar as well. And subsequently we have a strong break happens at around 3 p.m. my time zone. So that's the second clue. So now I'm just looking for a weak rally up to probably test this supply bar here. So that will be somewhere around 3280 to 3300 level. So I would probably just initiate some kind of the short position if we have some rejection when we tested this area here from 3280 to 3300. And anything showing up rejection with a reversal signal could be a good short entry to me. And with the immediate support level that I have mentioned just now, that was around 32.30, right at the top of the previous trading range. Let me quickly show you again. Okay, so the immediate support level will be around 32.30. Okay, so that will be my trading plan for the session later. And in terms of the overall market, let me just take a quick look at the rest of the indices as well. I think so far, I think it's very clear NASDAQ is the weakest and definitely is affecting quite a lot in the S&P 500 as well, because some of the tech stocks in the S&P 500. So definitely you can see that in terms of the sell-off, we have a first leg and here comes a second leg down. Definitely I think we could test 10400 or 10500 as well. So that is the immediate support level. The trading range could provide a support level. And in terms of the Dow, definitely I think the next logical support area will be this immediate support level at around 2600. Let me just quickly take a look here. So there will be 26600. So that could provide some kind of the support. So in terms of the Russell, I think it is so far the strongest. So surprisingly, the small cap is the strongest at the moment. So you can see that Russell has been holding up relatively well after the first leg down. So you have a strong rebound, currently just go back and probably test the low here, and that corresponds well with previous support level. So I have drawn up the support line already. That will be somewhere around 1480, so 1480. So that's the immediate support level for Russell. So far it does seems like a rotation out from the NASDAQ and into the other indices as well. So let's see how far it will go, and let's see it will just test this immediate support level at around 3230 and have some kind of bounce up. Alright, so this is the end of my video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something useful out from my video. So if you like the video, just click like and also hover to my name or channel to follow me. Do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification of my future video ideas. So as usual, if you have any kind of the comments, suggestions or trade ideas you'd like to share with me, feel free to comment it below. I will reply to you. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.